people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgia for those of you who are new, and to my regular subscribers, welcome back. So today we're going to do a recap and a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 episode 9, titled Housewarming Cold Shoulder. So if you know, we left off the last episode where we had Tisha pull up in front of Black Cigar and Lounge, and she called Marsau and asked him to come outside, and then he came outside and she's like, get in the car, and you're like, oh yikes, I guess it's serious. So that's where we're picking up this episode from. So Marsau gets in the car and Tisha tells him that she just left her mom. She met up with her mom, and her mom was talking about the alleged photo of him in bed with someone else, and the fact that he said he was at the hotel, that she met up with you, she spoke to you about it, and she's saying that you admit that was you at the hotel in the bed. So Marsau was like, no, let's clear that up. I did tell her that I did go to Atlanta, and I told her that was not me in the picture. So she's like, what do you mean you went to Atlanta? He's like, yes, on a certain day, that January 6th day, or around that date, I went to Atlanta, and I posted something on that day, and the blogs picked it up and weaved a whole story around and made it seem like I was with someone in Atlanta at the time. But he said, yes, I did go to Atlanta, and I did meet up with someone. So of course you could feel the tension, because with all of this going on, and all of a sudden you met up with someone, so we're assuming that it's a woman. So of course Marsau holds us in suspense like he likes to do. And he said he did go and he met up with someone, and it was Chris Fletcher. So if you don't know who Chris Fletcher is, he is another friend or a business partner of theirs who he's a realtor, or a broker I should say, and he helps them broker deals as far as, you know, getting jobs, selling property, whatever. And if you remember that explosive scene at the end of, I think, season 2 with Melody and Martell, where they met at Chris and Nell's house, and Martell came out of his face and said what he had to say, really disrespectful to Mel, and she threw the glass at him. That's who Chris Fletcher is, and he's also the one that helped them broker in the deal for the 47 acres. So that's who Marsau went to Atlanta with. So more than likely they went on a business trip, because that's how they are. They're business partners or business acquaintances or whatever. So of course Tisha felt relieved. You could see the relief on her face, and Marsau tried her best to calm. You know, he did good. He calmed her down. He's like, listen, they're going to keep coming at us with all kind of things. The only thing I want is to make sure that you're by my side. And Tisha was like, well, babe, you got me. And she was like, why is it people just don't leave us alone? Why do we have to have issues in our marriage because another couple on the show did? You know, why does it have to be us? Why can't we be that couple? So they had that talk. He finally calmed her down, and, you know, she apologized for, like she said, messing up his nice night. And he was like, babe, you didn't do that. Don't worry about it. You had concerns you had to talk about. You came to me. We talk about it. We're good. Let's just move forward. He was like, they're going to keep coming at us. So all we got to do is just stick together and make sure we're here for it, because they're going to keep coming, and we just have to not really deal with it. Don't pay them no mind. Like he said, I don't respond to those accusations, because nowadays, as I said in my last video, you know, it takes a lot to prove that someone told a lie on you. Because like he said, nowadays you throw out an accusation and it sticks, and you know, that's not right. Even though these are, you know, celebrities, and we watch them unfold their life or put their life in front of the screen, it's not okay to make up lies and put it out there in order to damage them, and then nothing comes of it. So that's where we left Tisha and Marsau. Now we have Kimmi, Maurice, and Martel. And Kimmi and Maurice have just come back from their her birthday trip to Miami. So they're meeting up with Martell at the office to let him know the reason why he's not invited to Jalen. Why he's not invited to Jalen's housewarming party. I'm laughing because of the way it went down. So I think they should get rid of Dr. Francis and hire Kimmi, because she gets the point across. She lets you know, even if it's hard for you to hear, she's gonna let you know, and she's gonna deliver it in a way where you don't feel bad after she's finished talking to you. Kimmi is good at just dressing people down, I should say. So she told Martell, she's like, yes, you're not invited because, you know, wherever you are and something pop off, the people around you are automatically drawn into it, even if they don't have anything to do with the situation. And to Kimmi's point, she said, yes, because, and then they play back clips of all of the explosive scenes that we've had with Martell, and most of them have been with Melody, because as we know, season 2 and 3, it was, you know, just going at it. But Martell, after hearing all that, he said, yeah, Kimmi, I understand, but I still don't like the fact that you chose her over me, which is how he should be looking at it, because most of those people in the group, that's his group of friends. I mean, yes, they've known each other as married couples and stuff, but he's known, I think he's known Marsau and Maurice from high school days and stuff, Destiny from high school days, and those are his friends. So for them to actually, as he says, pick Melody over him, he was feeling away. So they talked about it for a while. He's like, you know, it's no big deal, whatever. And then him and Maurice, you know, shook out, and you know, men don't really have grudges and stuff. They gave each other the bro hug, and then Martell was out of there. So now we have Destiny and Tiffany. Destiny is at the little indoor park with her son, and Tiffany is gonna meet her there because she wants to discuss what happened at the Galentines event. Yeah, the Galentines event. So Tiffany came in, she's playing with Law a little bit, and then she sits down and she's talking to Destiny. And in a roundabout way, she told Destiny that she was wrong. Like, she came out of her face. And she said to Destiny, you say you agitated her. And Destiny said, were you at the same event? So I found that to be funny. Destiny have these looks that comes across her face when she's upset. And I don't think she realized how funny they are. So she's like, so she found a way to, no, Tiffany asked Destiny, so do you think you and Mel could be at a decent place going forward? And Destiny was like, at this point, you know what, let me just love her from a distance, because it seems like it's not gonna happen. Then Tiffany changed the subject. She's like, maybe y'all could be friends and then go on a girls trip somewhere. And Destiny was like, how we get from fighting to now we taking trips together? She said, well, Mel is coming with me to Utah. And Destiny was like, what the heck is in Utah? And where you're thinking, okay, Salt Lake City, Utah, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. What else is in Utah? It's for great skiing. It's known for its mountains and stuff like that. But I don't know if you guys caught it, but I caught it where Tiffany's like, no, she didn't say no. She said, we're going to Utah, Alabama. I'm like, what? There's a Utah, Alabama. So of course I Googled it. And there is a Utah, Alabama. It's spelled E-U-T-A-W. And it's about a 2.5 hour drive from Huntsville. So that is where Tiffany says she is from. That's where she know her roots started. So that's where they're going. So when you see the future episode, you think they're going skiing. They're going to put on their cold gear and they're going to go be in Salt Lake City. No, they're going 2.5 hours away to Utah, Alabama. So I hope you guys caught that in the episode. If not, then when you see the episode come up, you're gonna be like, oh, that's what Georgia was talking about. They're not in no freaking Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. So alright, so we leave those two ladies there. I don't think she even invited Destiny at this point. She just mentioned that Mel was going with her. So I don't think she extended an invitation. So now we're at the main event for the episode, and this is where the rest of the episode circled around. So we at Jalen's housewarming. They're finished setting up and waiting for their first guest to arrive. Jalen is concerned because, according to him, he said the Scots show love differently. He's like, I don't want no drama at my party. He's referenced to his graduation event where Miss Wanda got into it with Martell and Destiny. She was trying to tell Mel that everything's going to be all right, because at this time, I think things were heating up at Jalen's graduation. So Jalen was like, I don't want no drama at this event. Like, mentioned Miss Wanda, and Kimmi was like, well, you know Miss Wanda loves you and she wants to come to your party. You know she loves you. And that's what he said. The Scots show love differently. So, all right, they're sitting there talking. Jalen asked them about the land. I didn't know they were buying a separate piece of land from the 10 acres that the brothers by, like Maurice, I believe Maurice, Marsau, and some of the other family members came together and bought 10 acres of land, and they were supposed to build their house on it. And Kimmi's like, no, I don't want to be that close. That's too close to me. So I think her and Maurice, they went off and purchased something separately. So that's what Jalen was referring to. How's the land going? So he asked, was it him or Kimmi? Or somebody mentioned the vision, the vision of the land. Maurice is talking about he wants to put a restaurant or whatever else. Kimmi is saying that she wants to put a some sort of educational center to help the community and stuff like that. So, of course, Jalen is looking at both of them like, all right, didn't you guys discuss this before? You talked about it. And, of course, Kimmi, with herself, the way she delivers things, she's like, you know, some people have their vision and then they expect other people to come in and just be within their vision. This is what Kimmi is saying to Jalen. And Maurice is looking at her like, what? Where'd that come from? And he's like, is that not what you want? You don't want a restaurant? He's like, I already told you what I want. You don't seem to listen. So then Maurice is like, I listen to you, but I think I know what you want better than you do. I'm like, Lord have mercy, this is going to come to a head because you just don't ignore a person's wishes and expect them to move along with yours all the time. So I'm guessing Maurice is like, all right, I gave in with you not wanting to build a house on the 10 acres. I'm not about to give up on this. The way they're communicating, they're doing it in a very nice and soft way. But you know it is going to come to a head. Somebody's going to get their way. Somebody's going to lose. They better come to some sort of compromise pretty soon. So now we have Destiny comes in and she brings a gift for everybody. I like the way everybody's promoting on their stuff on this show. So Destiny brings her stuff. She said, this is from Madani and my friend, my good friend so-and-so. She's like, and I forgot. And then she's like, here's your housewarming gift, Jalen. When the Whitlows came in, of course, Lewis was wearing a apparel with the word The Compound on it, which is the name of his gym. We all know Melody took this platform and made it go to the next level. So everyone is making sure they're promoting what they have. So all right, so Destiny comes and she gives out the gifts. And at one point, whoever edited this episode did a good job. At one point, you see Jalen looking up at Destiny, and then they froze it, and then they put the cougar tamer across the screen and made the sound of a cougar roaring. So that was interesting to see, because we all know that's what Jalen calls himself. He's the cougar tamer, and Destiny seems to think that Jalen has a crush on her, so that's why they're playing on that. So now Destiny asks Kimmi, who's coming? And she's like, everybody's coming. Destiny was like, you know what, at this point, let me get a drink because I'm going to need it to get through this night. We have Martell calls and he wishes Jalen well. He's Destiny's like, Martell, where you at? Why you not here? Whatever. He didn't answer that. But he's like, you know what? You guys go ahead and you have a good time at the party. And now, like I said, the Whitlow showed up, but they didn't stay very long. They said they had a soccer game to go to. So they delivered their gift, wished everybody well, had one drink, and they were out. And then before they left, though, Tiffany stirred the pot a little bit. She said, so did you guys know about the trip? That's the upcoming trip. And Kimmi's looking around. She's looking at Tiffany. She's looking at her husband, and she's looking at Lewis. So Lewis is like, yeah, the trip to the A that Martell invited us to. So Kimmi was like, you see the messiness? This is what I'm talking about. Weren't we just with Martell a little while ago? He mentioned nothing about this trip. And Maurice was like, well, I didn't know about it either. Maybe he just forgot to tell us. And Kimmi's like, She just have the look on her face. She is not happy about that, because we all know what went down in the A the last time. The picture that was posted, the messiness that came behind it, and all of that. So that's what is going all through her mind. She's not with this second trip at all. Then Melody and Stormy's husband, I think his name is Courtney, they came in and gave Jalen his gift. Jalen was so happy to be getting housewarming presents. You saw he got a bottle, expensive bottle or something. I forgot what it was. He also got a gift card. Of course, the camera zoomed in on it, you see. So he was just happy to be getting his gift. So, of course, Destiny didn't say anything to Mel. Mel didn't say anything to Destiny or Stormy either. Again, a cold room. There it goes. The cold shoulder. Housewarming, cold shoulder. They're not talking to each other. I guess so soon after the big argument at the Galentines, it was not about to happen. So then they're sitting around. You know, whoever is cordial is talking. Whoever is not is just not talking to each other. So Kimmi says to Destiny, are you willing to go have a talk with me? She said, yeah. And then she's like, what about Stormy? Would you be able to talk to Stormy? He's like, yeah. So Kimmy's like, let me ask her. So she asked Stormy, they agreed. So they go into the spare bedroom where it's quiet. And she's like, I think you guys need to have a talk about something. And while they were in the room talking, I believe it was Marsau and Tisha who showed up. And again, cold shoulder, because at this point, Mel is still in the living room. She's sitting there and she's drinking and she eating. Melly's enjoying herself. We see Tisha take a big wide walk around her, like you know, you have animals who are just eyeing each other before they pounce. That's what you see. Tisha take a big wide walk around Melody, and she's like, I'm gonna get some water. Well, Tisha did look very nice. Side note, she looked very nice. I love that skirt and boots and that top, Tisha. You look cute, girl. And you were serving body, yaddy, yaddy, as they say. Candy's song. Hips, thighs, and body, yaddy, yaddy. You were serving in that outfit. So like I said, she made a wide walk around Mel. Mel is just there sitting. She's just sitting there, drinking, eating. She's like, I'm enjoying myself. I don't care. Give a damn. Because as you remember, when Mel left the last time, she gave Tisha a big F you. And that was it. Tisha's not having that. So she goes to get her water while Kimmi and Stormy and Destiny is in the room talking. I believe Destiny made a statement like, you were coming at me, sweetie. And Stormy was like, don't call me sweetie. Nah, you don't address me like that. My name is Stormy. I don't believe you, Stormy. Exactly. Don't call me sweetie because now you're dressing me down. So Destiny was like, this ain't gonna work. And Kimmi tried to stop her, but she got up and she left out of the room. Anyway, she walked through the party and out the front door. I guess she needed to go cool herself or whatever. But she didn't leave the party for good. She just stepped out for a minute. So while she was outside, that's when Tisha and Marsau arrived. And with the wide walk around and everything. And she did it twice because she went to get water once. And the next time she had to go to the bathroom, I believe. And she did it twice. And neither time did they acknowledge each other. Of course, you have Marsau and Maurice looking at each other like, oh my God. So Marsau was like, so Mel, you're not going to speak? So Mel is like, what do I got to say? What do you mean? What do I have to speak about what? And then he was like, so where's Martell? Like, why you asking me about Martell? That's dumb. You know how Mel is well speaking, but that's dumb. Why you asking me about Martell? Which is true. Why you asking about Martell? That's not her problem no more. So then they said, all right, now this party is getting too boring. Let's get up and do something. So they decided to play spades. So while the guys went off into the next room, and some of the ladies as well, to go play spades, here we come. The party person, Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda came through in her little black sequin dress. And she like, I got a problem with everybody in here. He's like, yeah, I got a problem with you. You, Stormy, and especially you, Mel. And Mel is looking at her like, lady, what now? By this time, I think Mel had some cake. She was just eating her cake. Let me enjoy my cake. Cake must have been real good because Mel was not about to answer her. She's not paying her no mind. So I forgot who took her on. I think Tisha told her, like, listen, Ma, you don't have no problem with nobody here because I already dealt with everything. She's like, no. And then she went for Stormy. So Stormy was like, she said to Stormy, like, my niece came back and told me that you all were talking about my daughter at that party. She told me everything you had to say. Now, Miss Wanda is planting a seed. Because remember, she went at she went at Tisha's cousin. How the hell I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Kiki. She went at Kiki's house, but now she's coming to let these ladies know that Kiki said they were talking about her way. I don't think Kiki did say anything like that. They didn't have a cordial conversation. They were going at each other. So Miss Wanda is just stirring up drama. So she's like, she told me that you guys were talking about her. And I'm going to tell you like I tell my daughter. Again, she came with it. I told her, don't mess with people who buy shoes that don't come in a box. And she's like, I'm about to tell them to shake a bone and get the hell on. I'm like, what is that? How do you shake a bone and get the hell on? This one has some quirky sayings. I really want to know how you shake a bone and get the hell on. This one they will have to show me. So, of course, everybody's not going to be sitting there and getting dressed down by Miss Wanda. So, Kimmi took her on. And at this point, I think Miss Wanda was walking out the door. And also, Patricia. If I remember Kimmi's friend Patricia in one of the seasons where she came to visit Kimmi at home and they were talking about an incident that happened and the fact that Tisha didn't defend Kimmi. Something to that effect. I forget what it was. She's like, and I got a problem with you too, Miss Patricia. I hear you've been talking stuff. I got to address you. So I think she was heading into another room when she's like, I told you bees, or I told my daughter, don't mess with bees that buy shoes that don't come in a box. And Kimmi was like, well, you know what? There's not about to be no more bees up in this house. So that is where the episode ended. So we know the next episode that Miss Wanda and Kimmi are going to go head to head in Jalen's house. You don't want that drama in your house. You're here for a housewarming party. You're supposed to be having fun. Yes, there was tension in the room at first, but the ladies, they respected each other not to get anything. But here comes Miss Wanda about to start some mess. And Kimmi is not about to let that go down in her son's house. Not in my baby's house. No, you not. You gonna respect his space like you're supposed to. So yeah, we have Miss Wanda and Kimmi going at it in the next episode. So that is my recap and my review of this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4, episode 9, titled Housewarming Cold Shoulder. Hopefully Martell will get invited to some events going forward. We know that they have the trip coming up to Atlanta where he's doing the release of his wine. We know that Tiffany is getting ready to travel to Utah, Alabama, not Salt Lake City, Utah. She's trying to travel to Utah, Alabama to go try and find her roots, and Melody's supposed to come with her. We don't know if the other friends are going to go with her as well. And we just want to see where Destiny is going or where she's growing. So that's where we are with the season, guys. So I thank you for watching my review. I hope that it has been entertaining. And like this video, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, be sure to take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.